And we're live. It is Saturday, September 4th, and I'm not awake yet. Just opened my caffeine. So we got a lot to do on the game. Last night we rewrote the map generator a bit so that it just chooses from a list of segments, and we can rate those segments on a difficulty level. Like, how difficult is this segment to complete? And then that will match up with the difficulty level that we currently have the game set to. Why is my camera? Like, why is my head getting cut off? My hair is too tall. I need a haircut. So today we're gonna focus on making some more map segments so that there's some variety rather than just duck, 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 duck. So let's do it. I guess I should probably open the game engine, huh? Might be a smart way to get started working on a game. Whoops. I did not really plan very well. I'm only going to be here for a couple hours because then I have to get ready for a date at 7 p.m. So I got plenty of time, but it's like a 30-minute drive and I have to eat dinner before then. I overthink things. Let's see, how far away is the place I have to go? Too cold. Wow, okay, Unreal Engine, just completely take control from me typing over here. I hate when Windows does that. I think that shouldn't be a feature. Directions. Looks like no, I said 7. Looks like it can take anywhere from 26 to 55 minutes at the time that I need to get there. I hate it when the spread is that large for Google Maps. It's just like, wow. Anyway, let's just hop in and start making some map segments. So we have just duck wants. Another idea I had for it, which looks like this, is just a wall. Oh, we need to add damage handling to this, like collisions. Whoops. Also, I need to remember how blueprint interfaces work, so we can make custom events for when the energy pods spawn. Howdy, games looking so good. Thank you, Holly. How are you today? How's your Saturday? I don't know what time it is for you. Current time, Scotland. 5:07. Oh, it's still early. I'm tired. I'm like halfway through drinking my caffeine. This is 300 milligrams in it. So I need to make blueprint interfaces for damage handling and for the energy thing spawning. Which a blueprint interface allows you to call one event, but then each individual object that uses that event can have different functionality for it. So, that's an event dispatcher. How do we make class settings? Implemented interfaces. Oh, it's noon. Damn, I slept in today. Just hungover. Did you get shit-faced last night? I'm kind of jealous. I thought about drinking last night while I was playing Fortnite, because one of my friends was, but I decided I didn't want to be hungover today because I have a date. I don't want to be hungover on a date. That would be rude. Okay, I think I have to right-click, make new interface. Not user interface. It would be like a blueprint. Blueprint interface. That's what we're looking for. We'll call this map segment interface. And we want to make some new functions. So this will be generate energy capsule. Give me a second. My allergies are always the absolute worst right when I wake up. Taking advantage of having a day off work today. Nice. I don't know if that's the right way to take advantage of the day. Like, it's hard to take advantage of the day when you're hungover. But I guess last night was the taking advantage of today. It's just too bad that last night is in the past, I guess. I have to remember how to do blueprint interfaces. It has been a minute. Ooh. So like the reason you would use a blueprint interface is, let's say you have multiple kinds of objects that a person can pick up, but each object has different functionality when you pick it up. That's why you would make a blueprint interface. That way you can have the same event on each of those objects, but each object can do something different. Technically, you got home this morning, so you're... Oh, nice. Fair. I guess it is like 5 p.m. for you. What's your favorite hangover meal? Mine's either... Man, I really like pizza when I'm hungover, but then I can't have it for multiple days, and if you buy pizza, it's a multi-day commitment, so I'm gonna say Waffle House. Waffle House is good not hungover too, though. So we would generate energy capsule event, then we add this interface to our parent class. Map segment interface. So now that should give this guy an inherited interface. Yep. Which means now, here, I should be able to say, generate energy capsule. So you can call the function or you can add the event, which is from the interface. So, nice. So then, under here, if we're just using the default logic, I can just grab, I just need to do this on each child class, and that's totally fine. That's minimal work for maximum potential. A roll with bacon and potato scone is the only way to treat a hangover. What's a potato? I have to look this up. Is there like a word for this? Roll with bacon and potato scone. Is that it? Scottish potato scones. What is a potato scone? Breakfast. Okay, so that's the roll. What's a potato scone? It looks like pita bread. I'm sure it tastes completely different, but that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, like pita bread. looks like pretty much exactly the same. Right, so what is a potato scone? A potato scone or tatty scone is a regional variant of the savory griddle scone, which is especially popular in Scotland. Many variations of the recipe exist. They generally include liberal quantities of boiled potatoes, butter, and salt. Nice. That sounds like good hangover food. Square sausage. Oh man, my favorite kind of sausage is like these sausage links. These are really good. Anyway. Wait a second. Allergies, man. So now I should, wait, what is where's my functionality for that? Spawn energy capsules. So spawn energy capsules, that's the event. And then instead of calling spawn energy capsules, we want to call generate energy capsules when we generate the map segments. So on begin play, and then theoretically this should still work. Call function, there we go. Generate energy capsule. So now on each of these children classes, we can put different functionality. The reason I want this is because on some segments, I want the energy capsules to be spinning or moving around. But on some of them I don't. But I don't want to do a whole bunch of extra work on every single map segment. So let's see if this works. Now you're hungry, I feel that. Oh, I have my lunch right here. It's banana soylent. How delicious does that sound? Yeah. Sundays are my cheat days, so tomorrow I'm gonna I haven't decided, I'm either gonna get a burger or like a foot-long sub for my cheat meal. I'm losing weight, which is good. Almost finally back below the 200 mark. For someone who's 6 foot something, it's not too bad. Is at 201.6 this morning. My goal before I go to Halloween Horror Nights in a couple weeks is 195. All your meals are cheat meals. That's a way to live. That's the fun way to live. Food has never been like super important to me though. I've always viewed it just as fuel, and it's kind of tedious having to eat. Cool, well, we got that working, so now we can work on, there's one kind of segment I want to make. I have to make like a whole bunch of different segments here, so that the maps feel different every time it generates. So I'm thinking I could make like a segment that has like 3 lasers that spin. That'll be pretty fun. So let's go ahead and make a child class, and we'll say obstacle lasers triple laser spinner triple difficulty 1. And for this, I need to go to the art now. Lasers are always cool. I'll agree with that sentiment. I love taking like a really high-powered laser pointer into like a fog machine. It feels like you have a lightsaber. Used to do that as a kid a lot, whenever we had like Halloween parties and stuff. I'm out of caffeine, so that should be kicking in any minute now. Okay. Tunnel, zone 1. Enemy segment. We want 3 of these. You could use some caffeine. It's like 5 p.m. for you. Go to bed. Any time in the day is sleep time if you try hard enough. Okay, and I need the tracks. Although, maybe I should redo the textures on these to get rid of this. So I don't need the spaced out 3 copies of the spaced out track since I'm doing this stuff manually. Let's do that. Oh, this is gonna be a pretty drastic change. Just woke up from a nap. Me too. I woke up from a 10-hour nap over the course of the night. Is that still considered a nap? Does that count? Documents. I have way too many folders on this computer. Pieces individual, Z1, blank energy segment, or enemy segment. Yep, this was created with an older version of the software. Cool, cool, cool. Wow, I'm actually impressed this is still opening. Oh, it is. It is not loading properly. Oh, they're there. Okay, now let's see if there's an easy way to get rid of the occlusion from the tracks. Because the thing is, the idea I have, 10 hours. Yeah, I played Fortnite with friends until like 2 a.m. after I streamed game development last night. And then watched anime for a while, and then I passed out. I've been watching. God, if you want to be hungry, I've been watching Food Fight. It's an anime. Like, it's basically softcore porn because it gets kind of sexual, but the food in the show looks really good, and it's a really funny show. Got home at 4 a.m. woke up at 8. That's only like 4 hours. And so this is the show, Food Fight, and a lot of the food looks really good. And supposedly in the manga, they put like recipes. Yeah, so like it's basically softcore, but it's actually a pretty funny show. Food Fight anime food. Yeah, the food all looks really good. Sorry. All anime food looks so good. That's fair. It's kind of like they put like a whole bunch of extra detail and attention into the food over everything else in this show, kind of like they did with Ratatouille. Yeah, like every time they really like a meal, it like depicts their clothes like bursting off. It's pretty funny. It's all on Netflix too. Like, I'm a little bit surprised. God, allergies. I go through this like every morning. I don't know why. Okay, so maybe I make one version that has both occlusions. God, that's getting too complicated in terms of textures though. Just won't worry about it for... No. Okay, we'll make one version without any. But now we have the occlusion there. So I'm going to save this. If I just... What happens if I just get rid of the occlusion map? Hey. I've always wondered what like a normal person's hard drive looks like. I have like more than 6. Let's see. Properties. Okay, so that's 1 terabyte. That's 4 terabytes. That's 5. This one's 6. This one's a 6 terabyte drive. That's 11 terabytes. This one's like half a terabyte. So I have like 11 and a half terabytes of storage. I don't think most people have that. I don't think most people need that. So I'm always curious what like a normal person's hard drive would look like. Okay, so now, file, export textures. This is individual, link enemy segment, textures, Unreal _ no occlusion. And we want to export this as Unreal Engine. And I want to change the template a little bit. So list of exports. We do not care about exporting the track. And the rest of this should be correct. Cool, make a new copy of the material. Grab our textures. Which we don't want to replace. Wow, I don't know why it did, that's odd. Regardless of me turning off part of it. Texture set. Oh shit, I changed the wrong one. Whatever, I can manually change these names. It won't matter. Z1, BES, and no occlusion. Z1, BES, no occlusion. BES stands for blank enemy segment. Was the best acronym I could come up with at the time. Draggy. Double click this, make sure it's being interpreted as not sRGB. Oh. Save everything. So color, normal, roughness, and then come here, come hither. I have to figure out how I want to handle this. So it would appear as though I got rid of all of the dirt and rust on it, which is not great. Oh, also, I didn't even enable all the textures. So we'll save this one as no occlusion, then we'll import 1/2 of a track. We'll make a few different materials just so I have options. So we need to find the original art file for this. Kill me. This is made with such an older version of Blender too. This is gonna be interesting. So Z1 models, open. Where is this stored? Save that one. That one. Not really sure what these are for. Obsolete. Enemy wall segment. There we go. Then tracks. We care about this one. And we're just gonna make it one-sided, then we can rotate it if we need to. Oh, can we though? Anyway, we just need to bake the occlusion on one side. File, export, FBX, CES, underscore substance, underscore one side. So now we go to, this should be already correct, so we'll just say save, and then we'll save as, oh, also let me re-export these textures. BES, no, that way we'll actually overwrite. Output templates, Unreal Engine, we only want the texture set in the name rather than the mesh name texture set because like it's redundant and the file names get too long. And I learned the hard way that at some point you can only have so long of a file name before Unreal Engine just says no. And it counts like the folder path as part of the file name when it's counting how long the path can be. Okay, so we did properly replace those. Now we can just right click, re-import, 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 re-import. Okay, so now we can save as, and this will be es underscore one side track. Then we'll say edit project configuration. Substance one side, and we'll see if this carries over the textures properly. Oh, fuck me. No. I accidentally exported the entire file. It's really, actually, let's check to at least have the right material names before we import. Z1 underscore 1 underscore wall. It's gonna be Z1 VES one side. We'll copy that. So we import with the wrong material names. And then Z1 underscore track, is that correct? Nah. If we import with the wrong material names, then it's going to completely screw everything up. So now we say file export FBX. One side, selected objects only, just the mesh. Z up, face, export. So now edit projects configuration, select one side, and this should be correct. Beautiful. So notice how all the materials stayed consistent. Nice. Saves us a whole lot of work. We're gonna bake our textures, 2048. Do your thing. So now, if we turn on the dirt, we have it on just one side. Oh yeah. Looks good. So now we will file, export textures, same folder. Open output directory, and then we'll make a third material. Drag these in, make sure this is not interpreted as sRGB. Open up our new material. Base color, normal, occlusion roughness. So this is a material instance that I created. So I made one base material and then I duplicate and make children of it. That sounds kinky. But it allows me to just plug in my inputs that I set up for the material rather than having to make a new node graph every time. It's really convenient, and it also improves performance in the game. So now we go back to our obstacle. We can select the centerpiece and we can say no occlusion. Oh, what's happening there? Okay, that's way too bright. We're gonna need to add some dirt to that. Of course, I feel like this is missing a lot of the dirt from the original. Regardless. What's going on there? Might just have to re-export the original as well, because it appears as though the newer version of the software does things different. Gonna pretend you understand all this. What's up, chillin'? How's it going? You don't have to understand any of it. I'm just making a map piece that's gonna have lasers on it. That's all you need to understand. So this is gonna be the one-sided. Oh wait, there we go. I just don't know why this looks so dirty compared to everything else. I guess I'll mess with the looks like I painted it out. It's a detail weekend. You have an inspection next week. Detail weekend. What do you mean? Detail for what? Oh, for like the restaurant? We'll get some dirt in here. We don't want it like super dirty, just like dirty enough, you know? Do I have any dirt here? Oh, is that what's off currently? Why is this not making any difference though? Give me dirt. Oh, detailing your house. They come in and inspect the house? That's odd. Is that like a normal thing for renting a house? Okay, why is this not doing anything? Here, let's add a generator. Dirt. There we go. It's a duplex. It's not odd. It's standard once a year. But it's been 2 years because of COVID. I see. I've never had them come like inspect. Oh, I guess they like the fire people come and like check things occasionally. Let's turn off. I'm trying to turn off using ambient occlusion altogether. I just want like some intense dirt spots. Not like a whole lot. That looks pretty good. And then add in the finer layer that has the occlusion. Something like that, I think. So now file, export textures. Just look how the reason I'm doing all this is to try to find a middle ground between the old and the new. So the software has changed a lot apparently in terms of the generators. So anyway, take all of these, re-import, and now it looks a little bit dirtier, and then we'll take the old one. and we will mess with it. Turn all this shit on. Turn the rust on, and we'll add a similar generator here. This dirt generator actually does a pretty good job usually. So we wanted the contrast all the way up. We wanted to use occlusion not at all. We wanted to mess with the grunge scale, and that is way too much. We just want a little bit. We want like a lot, but then a little, like we want like a few high contrast patches, but otherwise I think that looks pretty good. Then we go back to this one, turn off the paint. Oh wait, I don't even need to mess with this necessarily. Oh well, anyway, I'll export textures. We do need to go back to the other one and export those though. Open recent, no occlusion. We need to add some dirt here. Let me just flat out guard of the occlusion map here. So we do want this, up the contrast some. And then we want to mess with the rust here too. Add a generator, dirt, high contrast. There we go. Export textures. No occlusion, that's correct. Nice. So now, you can just select all of these materials, re-import them. Oh shit, fuck me. And then under the textures, we're gonna copy paste that folder just so we have a backup, and then we're gonna grab these and then replace these files. Oh. Interesting. Just have a backup of the originals, but then we're gonna take these and re-import them. Normal, occlusion, roughness, metallic. base color. Cool. So now these match better. Still not perfect. Did I not re-import this guy? Did I not re-export that guy? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Unreal Engine. No, this should be correct. Eh. Textures, no occlusion. Why did it? I don't know why it did that. There we go. Now we got the dirt. So now we can delete this guy. Duplicate this one. Rotate it. 180. And this should be at exactly minus 750. Okay, so now we have perfect. Now we're not going to have like this separated track on each individual segment, just on like the length, the entire extent here, which is nice. So now we can say file, export FBX, and this will be, we'll put this under tracks, accept, under single. Drag that in. That didn't do anything, which is fine because I actually want to put this under tracks here. Bam. Okay, now that we've gotten that fixed, this should be at exactly minus 750, just like the piece. Cool, now we can start adding our lasers. And the cool thing about me building out individual maps, like segments like this rather than slices, is that I can change the spacing too. Art, enemies, laser ring. Need to click off before I drag stuff in so it doesn't accidentally get parented. So put one right here. Make sure it's centered. Here, I'll be right back. And I'm back. This should be at 250, 500, 750. Clickety clickety clack. Don't come back. Yeah, I haven't made any noises. Plus I have the dynamic microphone, so my keyboard strokes aren't like the most apparent. Yeah, we want to duplicate these. Why did that go so far away? Made the mistake of keeping voice on for Zone Wars. Here, we'll try making these close together and just see how it feels in game. That's the cool thing about building a game. You can just playtest it as much as you want. And then we're gonna have these spinning in opposite directions. Cool. So now we'll just add a component that spins these in both directions. So two of them are going to be aligned. The center one's going to be going in opposite direction. And we'll also go ahead and make it start 90 degrees out, so they'll never really line up. Lasers! Did I make this bright, by the way? I did. I gave it a value of 3. So here we're gonna add a. Okay, we need to add. Let's add just like a sphere component. Nope. Sphere collision. Yeah, this is fine at 0, honestly. Doesn't matter, because we're only going to rotate it on the relative y-axis. Also, we need to set the segment length to 3. To think about this for a second. So we're gonna make this, we'll call this rotate right, and we'll grab these 2 lasers. So this is gonna be laser 2 and laser 1, and these will be parented to this. So now if we rotate this, those will rotate, and then we need to make another one. Called rotate left. Select our center one, and we'll plug that under that. Although we might want to be able to potentially inverse these so it doesn't always feel the same. Like, that's the cool thing about making segments like this, is I can add procedural generation to each of the individual segments as well, so they're a little bit different every time you run into them. Pretty dope, sick, nasty, ill, bruh. Oh, we're getting Innistrad Spoilers for Magic the Gathering now. It's a preview season. Croaking counterpart. Create a token that's a copy of target non-frog creature, except it's a 1/1 green frog. Nice. That seems horrible, but I'm here for it. Picture making like a frog Eldrazi with Annihilator, but he's only 1 power and toughness. Hey, it's me. Let's see. Midnight Hunt Spoilers. Sludge Monster. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a slime counter on up to one other target creature. Non-horror creatures with slime counters on them lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 2/2. Nice. Oh, they're adding curses back. Spells with the chosen name enchanted player cast cost 2 more to cast. Oh, that seems... that seems not that great for a mythic. It's neither day or night. It becomes day as it enters the battlefield. Add 1 mana of any color. If it's night, it becomes day. Oh, cool. So you can change it to night or day whenever you want to. They added a new night and day mechanic in this set, which is really cool. Makes it easier to keep track of werewolves rather than each werewolf tracking individually like in the previous set. I don't know how I feel about the new land cycle. That's land that you would never want in your opening hand. I have no idea what this one says. Power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyards. Toughness is equal to that number +1. Beginning of your end step, create a green ooze creature token with... Oh, nice. So you just duplicate it every turn. That seems like a pretty good mythic. Pretty fun mythic anyway. Geist Flame Reservoir. This guy seems fun. I love preview season, except for that there's like a lot of fatigue associated with it now, because as soon as one set comes out, they start previewing the next set, pretty much. It's gotten a little bit ridiculous. Flying Double Strike. You have hexproof. Your life total would be reduced to 0 or less. Instead, transform Enduring Angel and your life total becomes 3. And if it didn't transform this way, you lose the game. Double your life total. I'd be curious how the ruling on this works. Does she come in like this if it's nighttime? Because the transform conditions don't say anything about night. But she does have the sun and moon. We're in 7. We're in 6. Let's like a play on that, I guess. What did he do? Oh, nice. Anyway, event graph. How fast do we want these lasers to spin? So we're gonna add a timeline. We're gonna call this laser spin. We'll make it 1 second long, and then we can just change the play rate. Or Do I want to do a timeline, or do I want to do just on tick? Or just set their angular velocity? That might be an interesting way to handle it. Here, let's say physics. So it won't be affected by gravity. It'll be custom. It will have physics, but it's not going to overlap anything. Then begin play. You set angular velocity in degrees. And the question is this relative or not? So what direction do we want this to rotate? Y? Rotate right, we want it to be negative Y. Just say negative 10 and see what that does. Nothing. Why is that not spinning? You only played Magic a few times. It's a really fun game. It's a really expensive game. It still hasn't gotten back to me. If you were able to buy and sell them online. Collision presets. Oh, simulate physics. That seems obvious. There we go. Now the question is this relative? So if I rotate this, are we going to get weird results? I need to turn off the fog. It's getting obnoxious. Yes, we're getting super weird results. Wonder if there's a way added to the existing angular velocity. There's got to be a way to calculate the relative. Along these lines. That seems complicated. Setting relative angular velocity. No pictures. So sets the world angular velocity. So let's see. Get world rotation. What can we do with a rotator? Direction. I really need to get rid of the fog. Nope, that did not do it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Vector math is very confusing to me. I'm just trying shit until it works. I think we're just gonna have to do the timeline method because this is too complicated. This should be used cautiously, and maybe better use add torque or add impulse. Add torque, degrees. This adds it to a rigid body. I'm just gonna make a timeline. I have to reboot the engine anyway because it's bugging out. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking menu. Oh wait, what the hell? Oh my god, that's odd. Oh, that's super odd. Okay, on stream. Oh, this makes things so much weirder. On stream, the menu looks normal. On my screen, let me show you all what this looks like. On my screen, that is so odd. Why is that broken like that? So on stream, the menu looks normal. On my screen, it looks like a big black square. I'm gonna switch back to gameplay. So you can see on stream, that menu looks normal. Dude, this is like a fucking vampire in a mirror kind of situation. The hell? Oh, that is odd. So every time I've complained about the engine bugging out, people on stream have thought I'm crazy. Maybe it has to do with the frame rate of the monitor, since it's a 120 hertz monitor. Dude, that's so odd. Every time I've complained about this on stream, I guess I already thought I was crazy. Damn, I guess I can just look up there when it bugs out and see what I'm clicking. I wonder if this is the case. If I bring it over to the other monitor, will it bug out? No, it's just this monitor. Wow, okay, that is odd. It's just this monitor. Oh, that is so odd. What is causing that, I wonder? I wonder. What's in a wonder ball? Oh, still bugged. Display settings. I wonder if we set this to 60 hertz. If that'll fix it. No? Huh. Yeah, it's odd. It's just this monitor. What the fuck? I don't even know what to think about that. That's very odd. This looks totally normal on every other monitor. Is it because it's duplicated? Maybe if I don't duplicate? You extend. So now y'all aren't gonna see crap for a second. Nope, it's still busted on this monitor specifically. It's gotta be a monitor setting then, right? Which one is which? Okay, so this is monitor 2, that's monitor 3. Duplicate on 2 and 3. Dude, what is going on? I'm gonna take a picture of this. No wonder this bug made it through to release. This is very odd. Let's see if there are any options on my monitor I can change. Maybe it's DisplayPort. No, because that's DisplayPort as well. What is DDC/CI? That didn't fix it. Quick start mode. Y'all can't see all this. DisplayPort 1.1 instead of 1.2 maybe? No, it's still bugging out for me. So now everything else is too. And it looks totally fucking normal. Wow. Interesting. Now my entire like screen, like all of this area in the back, that's solid black for me. But on stream it looks normal. Holy shit, this is weird. Here, I'm gonna open OBS on this machine and that should fix it. There's no way. Okay. So display capture, transform, reset. No? Holy shit, dude! Looks totally fucking normal on the OBS capture as well. What the fuck? What a weird bug. What a weird bug. Why? What's going on? Maybe it's like a graphics card thing? It does want me to update my graphics drivers. Huh. This is super fucking odd. So now it works fine because it does every time I restart the engine. Dude. That is so weird. What was I even working on? This? I'm gonna go to my map generator and hide the fog just in my way. And we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way with the timeline. Because figuring out relative velocity, angular velocity is gonna be a bitch. Wait, add impulse. Add angular impulse. Did nothing. Whatever. Stick with what you know sometimes, you know? Rotate things. So we'll make this take like 3 seconds. Or we can just say 1 second. And then we can change the play rate. Add a float track. 0, 0. 1, 1. Rotate right. Set relative rotation. We're going to lerp. Rotator. Y will be 360. Oh, I know what we'll do here. We'll just say, we'll add some local variables here. We'll say start rotation. Start rotation underscore right. End rotation right. Start rotation left. End rotation left. So it's rotation right. End rotation right. Wait from start on begin play. And in rotation right's gonna be minus 360. Then after it finishes, oh, alpha is going to be the track. After it finishes, then we will set start rotation right to end rotation right. And we'll set end rotation right for that. We'll get end rotation right. We'll split the struct pin, and we will say minus float 360. And then we'll grab our timeline and we'll play from start. That should work. Not sure why that's rotated all weird. Set relative rotation. Should be 0, 0. And then rotate the Y. So why is that rotated weird? Okay, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm tired of the fog. Go away. Why is this not working? Relative rotation should be setting it on its relative axis. What the fuck is happening, dude? Simulate physics. No collision. There we go. Okay, had to do with the physics. That's a little bit fast though. So now we'll just change the play rate. Set the play rate to 0.5, and that should double the amount of half the speed, should make it 2 seconds. So let's say you want to make it, God, I need to figure out the math here. Alpha. Okay, so .25. So 1 second, multiplying the play rate makes it go faster, dividing the play rate makes it go slower. How do I figure out what's the division equation to figure out how to get specific seconds? The amount of seconds we want divided by 1? So like 3/1? No. 1 over... So So 3 seconds would be like 0.3. Is that true? Let's see, I want it to take 3. Oh, it's just 2.3. Set play rate to float over float. 1 over the amount of seconds. Let's just say 3 seconds and see if that about works. 1001, okay. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, yeah, that works. So now we'll just have to say seconds to rotate. And by default, we'll set this to 3 because that seems like a pretty good speed. Okay, so now we also want to set the rotation of the rotate left. And we will lerp rotator. We'll grab start rotation left, end rotation left, end rotation left will be positive 360. And then before we play from start, we will set start rotation left to end rotation left. And then we'll set end rotation left to end rotation left plus 360. So now if we play we have to add the alpha. Bam. Laser segment works. Which means, theoretically, we don't need to split this struct in. Clean this up a little bit just so it's easier to navigate later when I come back to it. And let's space these out a little bit more, I think. Back to cleaning. Have a good one, chillin'. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so now I'll be right back. Uh-oh, it froze. Why is my stream freezing like crazy now? Oh man, my PC is dying. I think I had a memory leak. Yeah, definitely a memory leak from OBS. I'm gonna have to restart my streaming PC.